Welcome to OJ Studios. Please enjoy this week's chapter of Bethany by Olivia Julius. Chapter 6 Girls' Day Out. Nathan woke up to the smell of homemade waffles being made in the kitchen. He quickly got out of bed and walked to the kitchen still half awake. "Good morning, dear," Rebecca said, not even turning around. Nathan grunted a little and sat down at the island. "So how was your night, princess?" Rebecca asked, leaning over the countertop. Nathan ignored the princess comment and said it was good. He was wearing pink pajamas that he insisted on not wearing, but his mom forced him to. It had lace around the sleeves and the bottom of the shirt. It made Nathan wonder why girls had to have all the weird extra things while they were sleeping. "So, I want you to wear a dress today," Rebecca said, handing him a plate of waffles. Nathan couldn't believe what he was hearing. Was his mom really going to make him wear a dress? "But Mom," he moaned while thinking of the dozens of dresses he and Alex had put in his closet. "But nothing, young lady. You must learn how to be a girl sometime, and lucky for you Aaron is willing to help you." Rebecca was angry about Nathan's unwillingness to learn. Once Nathan was done with his waffles, he tried to get back to his room but was stopped by Rebecca. "I want to help you pick out your dress. So don't go to your room just yet," she said while loading the dishwasher. Nathan had no choice but to sit on the couch and wait for his mother to get done. He counted down the minutes until he would have to be in a dress. He thought of his argument over and over, trying to find a logical case, but he knew that he couldn't fight it. Rebecca took Nathan down to his room. Nathan was scared at what dress she was going to pick out. He prayed that he wouldn't have to wear one and that his mother would tease him a little before handing him a pair of pants. Even a pair of girls' jeans wouldn't be as bad as a dress. Nathan sat on his bed as Rebecca looked through the dresses that Nathan put on the far side of his closet so that way, he didn't have to see them. Yesterday Alex joked that he should try one on, and Nathan swore to him that he wouldn't be caught dead in a dress even in his new body. "Mom, I don't think it's a good idea for me to wear a dress," Nathan said, trying his best to sound hopeful of the situation. "Why dear, why wouldn't you? It's the perfect weather for a dress outside. Plus no one will recognize you. All your friends are in school today." She had a point. Nathan thought all his friends were in school today and he kind of wished that he was in school too. Rebecca picked out a dress and held it in front of her. Nathan winced the minute he saw it and shook his head no. "But it's so cute," she said, smiling at him, "and it's the perfect length to learn in." She brought the dress over to him and told him to stand up, which Nathan did cautiously. He prayed that the dress wouldn't work out and that his mother would try something else. He never prayed so hard about anything else in his life. His heart sank when his mother told him that this was the perfect dress for him to wear. She hung it on the closet door and went over to his underwear drawer where the panties were, and she pulled out a pair of red ones and set them on top. "There!" she said, smiling wide. Nathan's mouth dropped. The dress had big purple, orange, and blue stripes that ran across the dress all the way down to the bottom. The cap sleeves also carried on the pattern. The dress seemed like a normal dress a girl his age would wear, but the thought that he would have to wear it made him shudder. "Now come on, Bethany, Aaron and Connie will be here in half an hour and I want you to be all ready," Rebecca said, putting the dress next to him. Nathan reacted to it as if it was the plague. "Don't make me have to put it on you myself," Rebecca warned. Nathan shuddered at the idea of his mother putting the dress on him and seeing his new naked body. He slowly reached for the dress and felt the material. It felt soft and the dress didn't seem that bad. At least not as bad as some of the dresses he saw. He picked up the dress and walked to the bathroom to change. He couldn't wait till he was allowed to pick out his own clothes, and he swore to himself that he would never wear a dress again. Rebecca pumped her fist in the air and silently mouthed "Hell yeah!" She was careful not to let Nathan hear her celebrating in his room. Nathan walked out of the bathroom and into his room. He felt awkward being in the dress and he wanted nothing more than to take it off, rip it up, burn it, and shoot it up in orbit where he would never have to see it again. He hated the knee length of the dress most of all. Rebecca handed him a pair of gray flats. "Don't I need leggings?" he asked, and he was relieved when his mother told him no, not this time. Rebecca made Nathan follow her to her room where her vanity was. She told Nathan to sit down in the chair. She picked up a brush and handed it to Nathan. Nathan looked at it strangely before finally brushing his own hair with it. Rebecca had to teach Nathan a little of it, but she couldn't be more pleased with her new daughter. When he was done, he began to stand up before Rebecca stopped him and made us sit back down. She took out a tube of lip gloss and began to apply it on Nathan's lips when he pushed it away. "Why makeup?" he asked, looking at the little tube and then back at Rebecca. Nathan worried that his mother is going to make him look like a clown. "Every girl your age wants to wear makeup," Rebecca said. Nathan looked at her. She could see the doubt in his beautiful eyes. "Besides, you would be pretty cute with some on," Rebecca added before applying it onto Nathan's lips. Nathan still wanted to refuse, but he didn't want her to miss. Once Rebecca was done with the lip gloss, she properly did his hair and put a white headband in his hair. She wanted to really make over her new daughter, but she knew that Nathan would never go for it. Instead, she told him she was done, and Nathan jumped out of the chair. Nathan tried not to lick the cherry-flavored lip gloss on his lips. He wondered why girls were so concerned that their lip gloss tasted good, but he decided to go with it. He hoped that after their girl day that his mother would let him wear jeans. Nathan got to the door when Connie and Aaron came to the house. Connie commented on Nathan's dress and told him that he looked beautiful in it, and Nathan couldn't help but blush. Aaron was wearing a black sleeveless dress with a black pair of tights. She greeted Nathan with a little bit of a curtsy and then attacked him with a bear hug. Dash! All four of them piled into Rebecca's van and they went to the mall in the next town over. On the way, Aaron talked nonstop about girly TV shows that Nathan would never watch. He wanted to tell her to shut up, but he knew if he did he would be in trouble with his mother. Rebecca parked in front of the mall and all four of them got out. Nathan's legs felt bare and cold, and he instantly wished he had leggings on. He looked over at the two older women who wore pants today and he envied them. The mall was deserted since school was in session. Normally Nathan would go to the arcade and play video games while his mother shopped. This time, however, he was the subject of the trip and was forced into coming along. Aaron skipped along, happy that she got to be out of school. Nathan wondered how she could be so happy, but he never asked. Instead, he focused on not drawing attention to the group or himself. That was harder than he thought because of Aaron. The first store that they came to was called Hannah's Closet and it was filled with girl clothes. The outside display window had mannequins of little girls wearing the most girly of clothing. Nathan looked at the clothes and just wondered why girls needed to wear such frilly things. He missed his old normal jeans and t-shirts. Nathan moaned when he saw his mother walk into the store, but Rebecca just ignored him. Inside they walked the aisles of girl clothes that were Nathan's size. He wondered why they had to look in the store and, in his opinion, he already had enough clothes and probably more than he would ever wear. Nathan broke away from the group once they stopped to look at a dress for Aaron. He looked at clothes from the back shelf that were labeled on the clearance rack. In the middle of the shelves was just a torso and legs of a mannequin. The sign in front of it said "Christmas dress 50% off." The top of the dress was red and sleeveless. From his viewpoint he could see the material looked soft. Under the chest was a tan sash that tied in the back. Under that was a black skirt. The skirt had layers and layers of material to make it look fuller and better. The dress was obviously way too girly for him, but still it drawn him to it. "Hey, don't you think about it, Missy?" a girl's voice said behind him. Nathan turned around to see a girl from his class watching him. The girl was Victoria Thompson. Her mother was Nathan's first grade teacher at the school. But her father was a very wealthy businessman that owned 3/4 of the town. Victoria naturally became popular and was known to be a prick about some things. He liked her when he was a boy, but he never would have gotten a shot with her in a million years. "I wasn't," Nathan said honestly. "I'm sure you weren't. You don't look like you would be able to wear such a dress," she said with one hand on her hip. Nathan could tell Victoria didn't know who he was, which was a good thing, or else the conversation could have been a lot worse. "I wasn't wanting," Nathan tried to say, but Victoria cut him off. "That dress had better still be around when I get my daddy, or I will hunt you down." And with that, Victoria turned and walked out of the store. Suddenly Nathan really wanted that dress. Not because he liked it, but because Victoria liked it more. He quickly found his mother and told her about the dress minus Victoria. Rebecca looked over the dress and thought it was too girly for Nathan, but he insisted and said that he could wear it during Alex's birthday party. Of course, he had no motive to wear it during his party, but he figured he had until Saturday to get out of wearing it. The main goal was to get it out of Victoria's hands. Rebecca looked at the price tag and asked Aaron to get a sales lady. The dress was $50 and with the sale it was now $25. Rebecca knew that it would be hell to get Nathan in the dress, but also knew that Nathan could either wear it willingly or be forced to put it on during Alex's birthday. It was up to him. The sales lady took the dress off the mannequin and handed it to Rebecca, who handed it down to Nathan. "You need to put it on," Rebecca said. Nathan looked at the dress. He obviously forgot that part of clothes shopping and quickly looked around for Victoria. "If you don't, I won't buy it," Rebecca said sternly. Nathan had already made up his mind to keep the dress away from Victoria at all costs, and he couldn't back down now. He took the dress to the dressing room and picked out a stall to change in. He really didn't want to wear it, but at least Victoria wouldn't wear it either. Once he got in there, he slipped off the dress he was wearing and got ready to put on the new dress. He searched the many layers of the dress and finally came to the middle. He slipped the dress over his head and searched around for the top. Once he finally found it, he put his arms through the holes and stuck his head out. He pulled down the dress and instantly hated it. The skirt puffed out a little all around him and he could feel the layers of the dress around his feet. The dress went down all the way to his ankles and Nathan didn't like that. He walked outside to where the others were waiting for him. Rebecca tied Nathan's sash and made sure the dress was the perfect size. "It's good," Nathan lied, wanting to take it off as soon as possible. "Spin around in it," Connie yelled, and Nathan spun a little, causing the dress to lift as he spins. Nathan diffidently hated that part. He was finally able to change back into normal dress. He found out that he liked that dress way better than the other. While checking out with the dress in hand, Nathan watched Victoria come into the store and walk directly to the back of the store with her dad. It only took a few seconds before Nathan could hear a high-pitched scream coming from the back. He smiled at himself as he left the store. Mission completed! The next store seemed like the same exact store that he was just in. Rebecca assured Nathan that they were only going to get one thing in there and it was for him. Rebecca made him sit down in a chair that advertised $25 ear piercings. Once he saw the sign, he wanted to run, but his mother forced him to stay put. "Bethany, calm down, today is the day we get your ears pierced," Rebecca said. "Just like Aaron," Connie said, pulling Aaron's ear so that Nathan could see the diamond stud earrings. Nathan disagreed about the choice, but Rebecca fired back. "So, you want Aaron to be tougher than you, huh?" she said, folding her arms. "Yeah, don't worry, if you're chicken we don't have to do it," Aaron said. Nathan made up his mind, and 15 minutes later he had 2 sore ears and a diamond stud in both. Aaron held his hand as they walked out and calmly whispered, "Mom had my ears pierced when I was a baby, I don't even remember it." Nathan stopped and almost started busting up laughing. The next store was known as a school uniform store because they sold the uniforms that Nathan wore to his school daily. There are 2 schools in Shelby. One is a public school that Aaron and most of the kids in Shelby go to, and then there is a private school that Nathan goes to called Shelby Advanced Learning Center. He didn't know what was so advanced about it, but he never complained. His grandfather wanted him to attend there and left part of his will for Nathan to start going there. Nathan didn't think about the situation all the way through though. He figured he would be getting new boys' uniforms and leaving. Rebecca walked over to the girls section and Nathan froze. "What are we doing at this part?" he asks. "Well, Bethany, you're returning to school tomorrow as a girl. So, you're going to need a girl's uniform," Rebecca said. Nathan's mind instantly thinks of the girls' uniforms and gets a cold chill down his back. He wanted to complain, but the storekeeper came up and offered to assist him. Now if he started protesting, the shopkeeper would know that he was stuck as a girl. Rebecca told the shopkeeper the sizes of the clothes and he went to work to find them. He grabbed 3 white cotton polos with a Peter Pan collar, 3 dark gray jumpers, and 1 pair of slacks at the request of Rebecca. Nathan knew that they were doomed. Lucky for him there were no changing rooms in the store, so he didn't have to try them all on, but he had a feeling that his mother would make him try them on when he got home. After a long day of shopping, they finally left them all with tons of bags just for Nathan.